I don't know, man. This shit is kind of scary. I was gonna try not to talk about it, but the most I'm gonna say is that the world is in a rough shape. A rough, voluptuous, flat shape. Yep. The world is flat.
Well, is that the scariest part about everything right now?
Yep, nobody knows. Like the earth has been flat this whole time.
Oh, man. Dude. Like, sometimes you just be scrolling through social media, and, like, if you ever get one of those flat earthers posts, there's, like, 1,000 comments under that thing. And boy, it's a freaking...
It's a good time.
Popcorn, man. Cause you go have a big ass source of entertainment for like 2 hours. Look at that shit. That's like my favorite thing to do when I wake up and I see someone's posts. Like, you know, it's kind of like, ooh, that might be kind of sketchy posted on fucking Facebook.
There it goes.
So then you look at the comments and it's like 50-some comments. You're like, ooh. You kind of jump up in bed and you're just all excited. You're like, man, I need some Oreos and milk right now. And just like, shit, look through there. And it's all super salty comments. You're just like, wow, what?
Yeah.
One day, I went through my old stuff on Facebook because I was like, I wonder, you know, I was literally about to steal memes from myself that I've had from long ago.
Yeah.
That was literally what I was about to do. But then I ran into all these posts about me complaining about every fucking thing.
Of course.
And like, it got cringier and cringier, and I was like, oh my God, I was this person like 5 years ago, and like, you know, I was the guy just saying like, they're making me work overtime at Subway for 2 more hours. I'm just like,
stupid.
Today I just laugh at myself because it's like, you know, now we're kind of like, you know, got the big boy job and all that stuff, and it's like, I was complaining about that. Making $8 an hour.
Yep, I remember my first part-time job.
Yep. Yeah, like a lot. Anybody listening to this, I really encourage you going back through any kind of social media profile you have and kind of just like reflect back on all the past events you've been through and all that stuff. And
nah, you
like,
better delete that shit before you get canceled.
Yeah, it gets really cringy. Like, I deleted a lot of stuff.
Yeah, all mine, I was like way too serious. And then when I started like being like more open to emotions, it was so cringy. It's like, bro, do not put the :P on anything. Ever. And Tyler still be doing that shit in his messages sometimes and make me mad. Like the XD is one thing because it's been passed down through generations. But when you like legitimately hit me with like the actual emoticon shit, it's like, oh no, brother. Yeah. You're canceled.
:/ no, like fucking, yeah. Well, we do things ironically now for humor.
Oh yeah, that makes sense too.
Like we give each other angry reacts to like everything.
Oh yeah.
Like if you get an angry react, that's some respect.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, like back then, like whenever I post like a really shitty meme, like I don't know about like CSI Miami or some shit. It's like some kid went in the McDonald's. And then like blood everywhere. Like and then he takes off his glasses like he didn't have a very happy meal. And he goes, yeah. And it was like, and then you know the little intro it does and whatever.
Yeah.
And then I decided to post that and put, LOL, that made me laugh. And
oh no. LOL.
I stared at my comment for like a good 2 minutes. I was like, LOL. That
report. You just click the little dots and report it immediately.
Yeah, don't even delete shit. Just report yourself.
Yeah.
It works a lot faster.
You're gonna cancel yourself.
Yeah, just cancel profile delete. You know, and that also brings up another subject. I have a lot of particular friends. They make a new Facebook about like every month or two.
Oh, fuck that shit.
You ever notice it? Like you got a friend request from so and so. You're like, didn't I just accept one like 2 months ago or like a week ago?
Yeah, like why the fuck are you doing that? It makes me so mad.
Right. They're just like, oh, you got over 1,000 friends, but realistically, you only have like 500 because you got all these like spoof accounts.
Yeah.
They're not active anymore.
See, I be trying to fight people doing that. Cause literally, like, there's a few different, there's at least 10 people where I literally have like 7 different accounts of them. Like, how do you just live to be that unorganized? Like, I've had... You do what?
Yeah. Or I was going to say, like, I play Elder Scrolls, which is like Oblivion and Skyrim. And I usually stay faithful to, like, one account throughout the whole playthrough.
Bunch of shit in the game.
I know some of you are just screaming in your heads that I do that, but it's true.
You know that stuff is of the devil. Them witches and stuff aren't real.
Yeah, they're not real.
I hope you
Daddy
know that.
Donnie's real.
Daddy Donnie's real, and I'm waiting for him to give me my money. But that's all right. He can take his time.
I'm waiting for him to get my second wave of money.
I didn't want the first one.
Oh, man. I just want the first one.
Damn, TurboTax done.
A lot of people
daddy
at my job
money.
are talking about it. A lot of people at my job are talking about inflation happening if they do that second stimulus.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be bad.
I can see that hardcore.
Shit, I'm trying to stimulate this 350, I'll tell you what. Hell yeah, because I need oxygen sensors really bad.
So the check engine light go away?
Hell yeah. Well, that's the thing, though. If you think about it, if the check engine goes off, how am I going to remember to check the engine?
Yeah, that's a good
See,
point.
it's a positive if you think about it that way.
Shit, I drive this Honda and my check engine light never comes on.
Yeah, so that's why you don't check your engine, because it doesn't have the light.
Oh, man, I better not jinx it, though. I've already had it. I did a while ago. There was a guy in front of me. I was coming home in the dark, and this truck in front of me ran over a deer.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't realize what the hell happened. So then the deer went right under his truck, then it went under my car.
I know what you was doing. You was watching Animal Crossing.
My car stunk for like 2 weeks. There's just like nothing but deer hair, and there was like guts hanging off.
Man, you went from watching Animal Crossing to the real thing. You crossed a real animal.
He crossed the line, apparently.
Yeah, I remember. I came over the next day to help you bleed your brakes and shit, and you was trying to get all the deer bits off.
Shit, that bitch clean. That ripped my O2 sensor out clean.
Yeah, them deers are good at that.
Well, just the wires, but yeah, that fucking gets you.
Yeah, they'll get you, bud. That's why my shit is lifted up. Yep.
Lift.
That jack crap ain't nothing like this.
Jack crap. But yeah, that's one thing. Because I always like the look of lowered cars and whatever, but like
Stupid.
for daily driving, oh my god, it's hell.
Yep. I don't know the pun.
I don't know. Yeah, you freaking park over curbs and shit.
Just for the hell of it. Shit, when I build me a monster van, it's gonna be even better. That thing's going. Man, I thought about something. Right, so you know, like monster trucks, like they had that show called the Monster Jam.
Oh.
You know, like with Gravedigger, the Monster Jam.
Yeah, where they do the big old backflips and they stand on one tire and they.
Yeah. All right, so wait a second. All right, so Monster Jam now. Now hear me out. Monster Jelly. Right?
Ooh.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Like, there's a difference between jam, and jelly, right?
Yeah, I've always wondered what is the difference. Is one more solid than the other?
Well, the difference.
I think that's what it is. I think jelly's more like solid, but like wiggly. But
Well, no, that's it. I think jelly is a better idea. That's what I think it is. So instead of Monster Jam, it would be Monster Jelly. Because not only is it more efficient, it's jelly.
Solid.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Nobody wants to go to the Monster Jam no more, so maybe they should rebrand it. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not against it.
I'm not against it. See, Monster Jelly would just be a bunch of busted up trucks in my backyard, slipping around.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do.
That's what I'm trying to do. Shit.
Oh, this fucking thing, I charged this thing for the AC, like the refrigerant. I spent fucking $50 and it's still not up to pressure. It's not leaking or nothing nowhere, but it was empty.
Is it pouring out cold air though?
Yeah, it's working. It ain't like super sweet, but it's like so nice. Because I thought the compressor was broke. The whole time we've had this truck since 1999, and I have never felt air conditioning in it.
Hell yeah.
So it was like,
I think your mom was like, don't change that.
yeah, you're gonna fuck up my truck. But yeah, I fucking filled it up, and at first the AC compressor was like kicking on and off. I was like, well, at least it's spinning. And then I got it to the point where it was filled up enough that it kept going. I was like, oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, sweet.
Now I just gotta replace the whole truck, and then we'll be all right.
Yeah. Fuck.
Hell
yeah.
Yeah,
See, that's what I was gonna say. There's a lot of advertising that everything's open. Today's the 20th. Well, it's 21st right now. Yeah, it's 21st right now. Apparently there's a lot of places that are just like, yeah, we open up, we're gonna have inside dining and all this shit.
And I'm like, I'm gonna be inside, not dining. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Tell you right now, I'm gonna get me some freaking spaghetti tomorrow.
Inside dying.
What?
Yep.
I'm not gonna eat it inside. Hell no.
Hell yeah. But yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Yep. So the fucking I can't remember what the hell I was going to talk about. Oh yeah, so there's so many things in my notes that are like so old that we never got to talk about. Like
Bingo Bango Bongo?
Yeah, like fucking like when I was so I came home from the road. This was a minute ago.
Let's flip through them. I want to hear them.
Oh yeah, this the one.
You forget a lot of shit even after a day or two. It's like, man.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to actually write them down and try to get them recorded. Some of it's gonna be like more of a setup. We'll probably do it on a different day when we're actually in person. But this one, so I left my job on the road. I'm back home temporarily. Well, pretty much for like at least a year and a half or so. And right before I did that, I made the great financial decision to trade in my Galaxy S8 and get the Galaxy S20 Ultra. That big emphasis on that Ultra, boy. Yeah. Which, to be fair, yeah, it's completely ridiculous. But keep in mind that I'm living like well within my means. So I felt like it was reasonable considering I use this thing all the time, especially on the road. But as soon as I got the thing, I couldn't, since it was so new, I couldn't find a screen protector for it that worked right. So...
Oh, that was the most worst part. Whenever the iPhone X came out, that was the worst thing. is finding a case and a freaking screen protector for that thing.
Yeah, they're just as important as the phone.
It was a new gen iPhone. Yeah, it was a new gen iPhone. Nobody had time to react to it, and like it took a while before any kind of like good quality like manufacturing came out for it, for any kind of aftermarket thing. Mm-hmm. And of course, everything, all the screen protectors I was looking for at that time were nothing but plastic ones.
Yeah.
And I'm just like so turned on. Like,
yeah, that ain't working. See, well, that's the thing is like when I got mine. So previously, before I even came to pick it up, I had already bought one online that was supposed to be glass. And I looked in the package, I was like, oh yeah, that's glass, that's whatever. And then I went that day to go pick up the phone. Keep in mind, I came home specifically to get my phone. And the next day I was leaving back on the road again. So, being a fucking dummy, I went ahead and before I even took the other ones out of the package, I took the factory screen protector off, which is like a thin plastic, but it was like actually fitting on there, right?
Yeah.
And I tried to put the next ones on. I was like, oh, these are plastic. That's good.
What?
Yeah, plastic. And fucking, they wouldn't fit on at all, and they wouldn't stick. So I ended up having to take it off, and then I'm like, well, I have to go on the road with no fucking screen protector. And no place out here is gonna just sell me a screen protector for a brand new $1,400 fucking phone. So, what fucking hurt is, you was there, you seen it. So when I was in Breezewood, Pennsylvania, I finally stopped somewhere, and I was at that place called the Gateway, the one with the chicken packages. And, so, yeah, like the one episode I talked about where the chicken packages be like. And I couldn't find anything. They have a fucking Radio Shack in there. I was like, they gotta have something. And it was like, Radio Shack closed. And then I got down into the regular spot and was looking around. I was like, what am I gonna do? And it's like, I can't just scratch this thing, and I know I'm gonna scratch it. And I looked over and I seen the clear packing tape. I grabbed it, and a single tear dropped down my face. So I spent like $4 on packing tape at a truck stop. And I went into the truck that night, and I covered the entire screen in clear tape, just nothing but bubbles all over it. And I was like, this feels good.
Was it a scratch on your phone?
No. Remember how when you picked me up that one day, I had my tape screen protector, where it was just a bunch of clear tape all over it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this feels good.
I was like, at first I was like, how do you function with this?
Yeah, like, premium. Imagine spending all that money on a brand new phone and just putting tape on it. I felt the absolute worst. I was embarrassed because it's like, I don't want anybody to see me.
Could you imagine buying a freaking Lamborghini and doing that? Like, I ain't fucking this up.
Just tape on the headlights. Or, you got to put them fake vents on it from Walmart.
Yeah, I forgot. On cars, they do a wrap. I guess that's a pretty smart. Maybe that's why a lot of people do that. They put wrap. You ever notice on high-end cars they do wraps?
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't think it would do a whole good job protecting it. I think it's more cosmetic for anything, but I guess at the same time they give you a little bit of protection.
Yeah, a little bit of something. Shit, bro, I'm finna wrap mine in like gold, you feel me? Like, could you imagine my Winnebago in gold?
Dude, that was sweet.
Sheesh.
Gold wheels.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you should get white walls with the gold walls around the white walls.
White walls with the gold walls, bitch. Y'all know I go hard.
Yeah, there's a few friends that have that. I know that they always want to spray paint something that they just get.
Yeah. Like a certain someone. They're like, I have a golf cart, but I want to paint on it. What color paint do we have in the shed?
Oh, well, we have green.
Yeah, we have green. I'm gonna put a green stripe on it. Yeah, that's sick.
That reminds me of the time whenever Pokemon Go was really booming.
Mm-hmm.
And I went on eBay and I bought the biggest Team Mystic sticker I could find, and I put it on the back of my windshield.
Yeah, I was upset about that.
I was repping hard during those days. God, that was also like a historic moment. Was when Pokemon Go came out.
Yeah, it's like the whole community just came together as one.
Yeah, it was like the total opposite of what's happening right now.
Yeah. Literally just tons of people out in the middle of fucking Scioto Mile in Columbus. Like, oh, there's a Dragonite! Holy fuck!
Someone yelling, there's a Dragonite!
Yeah, there's a Dragonite!
We would
Holy fuck!
There'd just be a whole wave of people just going on that one spot.
Yeah, it was like a mob of people just rushing it.
Yeah.
I was like,
that was good times, though, like, realistically.
Yeah, I wasn't even playing. I just went to see the nonsense with you.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of people that weren't playing. They were just there because, like, their boyfriend or girlfriend played.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty fun. I do miss those days. I think people forgot how much that game crashed, too.
Yeah.
Like, it was like if you went 10 minutes without crashing, dude, that was lucky. Like...
It's a Christmas miracle.
And, like, people walking around with battery packs, like, because that game was super taxing on your freaking phone battery.
Yeah, I remember that.
Man. What a time to be alive. It was like, we would all go out, like, 2 in the morning. I remember the days where they didn't do that thing where it's like, attention, you're driving, you can't be playing this game. I remember the days where I could be going on the freeway and just swiping Pokeballs left and right. Hell yeah.
I remember them days snitching on myself.
Snitching on myself.
Hey, kids, text and drive. You see all these Pokemans? I want you to catch all of them.
Yeah.
Get in the driver's seat.
Dude, you were lit as fuck if you freaking swiped the Pokestop in time going 60 miles per hour.
You was lit.
That shit is hard. You gotta do it the moment that bitch pops up or you're not getting any of it.
None of it. You lost. That was fucking great.
Oh, God. I can't believe that was like 2 years. Was it 2 years ago or 3? When did it come out? 2017 or 2018?
I think it was 17, because I think that's when we were still doing the CVC videos.
Yeah, that was like 3 years ago. Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, the one Pokemon I hate the most is actually a fan-made Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's called Vanillux.
Oh, I remember that fucking thing.
It's two ice cream cones put together.
Wasn't the first evolution just one single ice cream cone too?
Yeah, it's like a little cup of ice cream.
Wait, so the actual developers made the first ice cream dude, and then the fan made was the double?
No. Well, the fan made is I think the fan made is the whole thing.
Oh, okay. I was about to say
ice cream.
Like, imagine.
Then it's an ice cream cone.
Yeah, I was about to say, imagine approaching Nintendo and be like, "Hey, yo, you know that ice cream dude you got? Catch this. Ice. What if you put 2 of them in the same cone, dog?"
That's pretty much what they
and then Nintendo's like,
there's a lot of
bro.
You hear me?
Do what?
I can hear myself on the phone. Yeah, I can hear myself like all the way.
Oh, that's really strange. Yeah, because you're on speaker. It's probably bouncing around.
Maybe.
As long as you can hear me.
It wasn't doing it.
Oh, that is weird.
Oh, now it's not doing it.
Oh, it ain't?
Huh. Yeah, it's not doing it now.
It's strange. We're on the damn Facebook call. That's the problem. See this?
Yup.
Supposedly Messenger has a higher quality audio, I heard, but I don't know. All I know is I hate when people fucking call me on it out of nowhere.
Dude, if you call me on a freaking Messenger, good luck. I will not answer it.
Oh, it makes me so mad because you can't stop it either.
Oh, you're right.
Like, bitch, oh my God. I don't even want to talk to you. You haven't messaged me in fucking years, and you're just going to hit me with the...
Forever.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, stop. And the worst part is you can't even fucking answer it with no hands-free shit. So if I'm driving, I especially can't do anything for you. It's not happening.
Hands-free. Damn, son.
Cause you know I don't be catching Pokemans when I'm driving.
Yeah.
I be on my earbuds.
So I went to 2 separate Chinese restaurants today.
Oh yeah, I want to hear more about this. He was telling me about it.
You know, the way they had it set up. All right, so the one of them I went to was Asian Star. Now, I bet it sounds a little sketchy going there, considering the whole thing. Like, not because
you
of
know, like
racism
and all that. Yep, I can't stand them.
No. Well, because it was not even that. It's the one thing that I fear the most. Actually, it's the only thing I really fear is
fear itself.
What do they do to the food? Like, okay, so imagine this. You're shut down for months, but what are you going to do with all this food? Like, I bet you they're all super tempted to freeze all the food and keep it for like a couple months and not buy any new food for a little bit until you run out of old food.
Well, I guarantee that shit has so much preservatives in it anyway that it don't matter. Like McDonald's, like you can like that dude. There's some dude that has like a 20-year-old McDonald's cheeseburger and it's still intact.
Wow.
I can't remember the whole story. Apparently he left it in his jacket pocket in like the 80s or something with the receipt and everything. Wow. And he just picked up his jacket one day and was like, oh, there's a cheeseburger.
I remember when Tyler put a freaking chicken.
Oh yeah, that was. We talked about that on the podcast. I put a whole chicken breast in his pocket, and he went to Starbucks.
Did you tell him about the times where he stuck like weird chicken, PB&J sandwiches in his car?
Oh no, I didn't talk about that. Okay, that's a good one. So one day Tyler used to keep his car parked outside of my house because he was staying with his girlfriend that was like nearby. And so one day, like 2 or 3 in the morning, I got really bored and I had this really grand idea to make Tyler a sandwich. But here's the catch. Yeah, here's a sandwich, but here's the catch. You gotta find all the pieces. So I made him.
You can assemble a yummy sandwich.
Yummy tasty. You have to find it. So what I did.
Where'd you put him?
All right, so
did he still own the car?
Oh no, this was his old Honda that he called Jeff. His like Civic.
Wait. What happened to the Honda, dude?
Well, that's the thing is he never found the entire sandwich, as expected.
Oh wow.
Well, the first piece I made extremely obvious just to get him started. So I took like plastic sandwich baggies, like the nice zipper lock ones too, like where they have the label on the front, and on the labels I would actually label it like Sandwich Part 1. And and it's just a single piece of bread, and I stuck that one under his windshield wiper. And so the second one, it was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. The second one, Sandwich Part 2, was a bag of peanut butter, and I fit it behind his license plate, like refastened it.
That's sweet.
And then, well, the third one, the jelly and the bread, I had separated, and they were tucked up under the bumper, like into the frame. Like you really had to get up there and find it.
What made you do this?
Well, well, see, that's the thing.
Did it start whenever he was writing with Sharpie, like, here's your sandwich, you're like, ooh, Part one.
No, see, yo, that's actually how it happened too. Cause I went downstairs. I was like, yo, it'd be funny as fuck if I just hit a sandwich or like had a half-eaten sandwich just sitting on Tyler's car for him in the morning. But then as I started making it, I was like, yo, this could be a game. And I remember I took pictures like with hints. I was like,
wow.
Hope you find your sandwich I made you. Hope it's really tasty. And well, the funny part is, okay, so at the time he was going to work at like 5 a.m, and during the time that I assembled the sandwich, there was like, that was like 3, so there was like an hour window by the time the entire thing was done for him to get out, go to his car, and he would discover it.
Discovery.
Yeah, so it was perfect. As soon as all that was said and done, I just went to bed. I was like, he gonna find that sandwich. And
you should do a follow-up with him to see if he found all of the parts of it.
yeah, all that. Well, I remember. I asked him over. I was like, "Yo, man, you ever find the rest of that sandwich?" Well, the best part is like for 2 weeks, there was one time I came outside and I checked, and all the other pieces were still there on the car. So I was like, he gonna have to find this. I mean, he already had half the sandwich.
Hell yeah.
But apparently he never found them, and he was like, yo, I don't know where the fuck you put the sandwich. And so eventually I went and double checked again after like 2 weeks, and the pieces weren't there, so they must have fell out somewhere. And now somebody else gets Tyler's tasty sandwich. So mad.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, well, what if the new owner has to take ownership of the game?
Yeah, they're like, wait, sandwich part 3. Where's?
Oh, yeah, dude, I would flip out. I mean, okay, so like in my car's used, and I've after like 5 years of owning it, I dropped my magic cards under the seat, and I was grabbing for them, and I felt something under there. It was an old hat that I know I've never seen before.
Like, a hat.
Yeah,
Look,
so I was just like,
a hat.
huh. I was like, when people buy used cars, I wonder if they find like weird things in it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I can imagine.
I've found a hat, but I imagine what other people would find if buying used cars.
Oh, I'm gonna Google it.
What's the weirdest thing you found in a used car?
Yeah. See, it's gonna be difficult because I'm typing upside down.
You gotta title this podcast like Sandwich Part 1.
Yeah, I'm definitely making a highlight out of that. 100%.
Hell yeah, brother.
Shit, I'm trying to type upside down. 1 second, let me flip you around.
Or 60 mile per hour Pokeballs. That doesn't sound as good as Sandwich Part 1.
Sandwich part. Oh, so I went to type in weird things, and the 4th option is weird things tweakers do.
Click it.
Click. Weird things found in used cars. Alright.
Oh, we're not doing tweakers?
No, it's okay. Let me see. The 10 weirdest things you found in used cars by Jalopnik. Cash, that's weird.
Wow.
What is this?
So weirded out if I found. I actually would probably be weirded out.
That would be so super weird.
Wouldn't it?
So super weird and strange. You guys. Yeah, so this is fucking, that's stupid. Trying to find some
What
good
is it saying? Is it saying like super duper like common things? It's like, oh, that's boring.
It's saying stuff that's like not even
I want some
interesting.
juicy stuff. I want like nude photos or some shit.
Yeah, like
Real good.
it's an article from Jalopnik.
Or a sandwich. Oh, whatever the fuck you said, a sandwich.
A sandwich. divided into 4 parts. Sandwich, the saga, the trilogy. Yeah, so it says
found it.
38 revolver jammed up in the seat springs. That's got to be something.
Hell yeah.
I want a good smoky one before I read the story.
Oh.
A missing cat. Well, that's sad.
You bought a car. Wait, you bought a car that had a cat in it?
That would be a tooth. There we go. That's a good one. Weird, gross, and disturbing! Exclamation point. What more could you ask for in your recently purchased E30? Reliability? How about a tooth? So it says a tooth, and in parentheses it says molar. And it says with silver filling. I found a tooth, a molar with silver filling when I was removing the dashboard. And then a suitcase full of memories. What is this?
Memories?
Some memories are best left in the trunk of the car that you just sold. Oh man, it says, not me, a friend of mine. How about a suitcase full of porn and sex toys, as well as tax and divorce documents? Well, that's the thing. It has tax and divorce documents with it.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah!
A 4-star
Divorce!
Oh, that sounds juicy!
Fuck yeah, divorce.
Hell yeah.
There's gotta be some better ones.
Divorce papers.
Okay, here's 25 real and bizarre things people found in used cars. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, look at my article. Used cars are super sweet, and here's the things about cars. Okay, it says number 24 is a gingerbread doll. That's creepy.
Oh, yeah.
23 is piping is mightier than the sword. Oh, this guy just had a fucking massive sword in it. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, that actually reminds me, because when I was younger, that is so strange, because I was literally thinking about this the other day. When I was younger, my uncle used to work on cars and stuff, and he got a used car, and it had a sword in it. So,
Whoa, cool.
He sold me the sword for like $20. I was like, yo, I got a fucking sword, bro. I was like, bro, I'm 12.
You a kid with $20?
Yeah. Well, I was like 11. I was 11. I was
back in the day.
Hell yeah, I was hustling.
Yeah.
But I got me that sword. I was like, ooh-wee, I'ma slice some people up, bro. And
Slice and dice.
yeah, and I was so bored. I used to just poke holes in my ceiling with it. And apparently I poked a tiny little hole in the wall, and it's still there. And I got to look, and I was like, that's me for my fucking sword. I'm so stupid.
It's like the whole, like, looking back on your 5 years self on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that going to be in there?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shit. The friggin'
These ain't good. I expected this to be good. This is stupid. How about a fun fact?
Yeah, like the porno divorce was pretty hot, but fucking everything else like
It was pretty hot, you know what I mean? It's hot stuff. How about a fun fact?
My car, like whoop-de-doo.
Here, I'm gonna read some fun facts again. Oh, this is one I just looked up recently. So tell me, do you know what the original purpose of bubble wrap was?
Oh my God! Okay, so at work we have fun facts, and this was one of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, okay. What is it?
Well, you had to guess.
It's nothing to do with shipping, is it?
Sorta. It's all right. So it says, in October 1959, bubble wrap was designed by a Polish man on accident as he was making a solution to lubricate his vast model train set. And, and here's the best part.
Yeah, what's this shit?
Yeah, so October 1959 is when that happened. But in April of 2020, that was when I made all of that up. So I lied to you.
Wait.
It used to be wallpaper. Wait. I literally wrote that down like that.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, sorry, bro. You just got pranked.
I was interested in the
Yo, you just got
shit.
pranked.
I was like, dude, that's pretty funny.
Bro, you just got pranked, bro.
Well, okay, you throwing out dates like October 1959. I'm just like, that sounds pretty believable.
Sorry, bro. Yeah, you just got pranked, bro. But yeah, it used to be wallpaper.
It was wallpaper?
Yeah, isn't that fucking weird?
Oh, the fuck up. You mean people? I'm gonna put some bubble wrap on.
Yes, I'm finna do. Shit.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, that shit threw me off too. I was like, what in the world? Because apparently they just got bored with it.
Damn.
What's the fun
You know
fact?
what would be cool for the walls if you can just like, I don't know, bounce on them.
Shit, bro. That's like trampolines.
Man, that's where the term bouncing off of walls came from.
Whoa.
Dude, yeah.
You know, these baby
Hey, wanna hear a
boomers
fun
are on to
fact
something.
from my
Yeah, what's
job?
the fun fact from your job?
This is brought to you in part by my job.
Hell yeah.
So, did you know that sunflowers always point in the direction of the sun, but if the sun is not out, then the sunflowers will face each other because they look like the sun.
That shit crazy for real. I didn't even think about it like that. Cause it's a sunflower, ain't it? It makes you think, bro. It really makes you think.
Makes you think.
Honestly, that might be
let me
like,
tell you how clever.
it might be a metaphor, bro. Like, think about it though. Like, think about like if we were sunflowers, you know what I mean? Like, if the sun comes shine, we like, look, that's the sun. But then the sun gone, we look at each other like, bro, you my son. You know what I mean?
You my son.
You my son.
Bro, you're the sun, bro.
Bro. Oh
What,
my God, bro.
Close your eyes, bro. What do you see? Nothing. That's my life without you, bro.
Bro. I love that shit so much. Bro.
Bro.
Wow, bro. That's your metal. We like sunflower. I'm a sunflower. I'm a sunflower.
Hell yeah, bro.
Hell yeah, burger. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, Shit.
Son of a bitch. You know, Obama's really starting to piss me off. Yep.
What's he doing?
He's pissing me off. That's what he's doing.
With what? Were you not getting Obama checks?
Yeah, being stupid. I can't stand it. And it makes me so mad because what he did is he ruined all our American vehicles. Yep, cause
What?
yeah. And then that damn economic collapse or whatever the shit. And damn Chevy said, hey, let's change that Malibu. So they changed that Malibu, make it full of shit. It's all jack crap nonsense.
Michelle Obama was trying to like control what.
Yeah, take all my chocolate milk away, stupid bitch. Pissing me off.
You went through with that, man. I'm fat as fuck. I need some help.
Yeah, I was like, nah, bro, you ain't taking my milkies, bro. It ain't fucking happening.
Yeah.
Like, you better run with my shit.
You know, besides like food and drinks and all that stuff, I've noticed that a lot more people drink like 0-calorie pops now. Like it's like at first, like I started drinking it because I was like, okay, you know, this stuff does have a lot of sugar in it. You know, maybe I should cut down on that at least.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to have pop, I should at least have zero sugar pop.
Yeah.
Even though it's not that much greater for me, that's just not even good for me. But, it's just makes you feel a little better in the head.
Yeah, it's a little bit better. It's something.
Yeah, but I've noticed how a lot of people drink it. Like, it's not just me. Like, at first I was like, well, I'm drinking it for my own personal lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
But I've noticed, like, other people drink it a lot, too. And, like, they're, like, even people my age, like, in the 20s, and, like, even earlier than that.
Shit,
and it just
brother.
surprised me, because, like, it almost feels like people are not even drinking regular sugar pop. They're just drinking zero sugar pop.
No, that's the zero sugar. That's some scientific bullshit. That's what that is. Because what they did to make it zero sugar is they took the sugar out. How the hell is it going to be sweet tasting without the sugar in it? Because think about it. If you want something sweet, it's got to have the sugar in it, or it's got to have something like sugar. And what the hell is like sugar? Am I right? Like, what the hell are they putting in there then? It's got to be sugar.
So you think they're just telling us a lie?
Yeah, I think they're probably putting gasoline in there or something.
Oh, that'd be awful.
That'd be so tasty. That's
I was
stupid
kind of
shit,
scared to eat that Chinese food because I was really worried that they just kept that food for so long or something.
I was worried they was going to give me that damn Corolla bottle.
I forgot to tell you about my story about the Chinese.
Oh yeah, we need to hear about that. So
Anyways,
go ahead and start restart the intro and everything to it. Like tell where you went and shit.
What? Oh yeah. So anyways, I went to 2 separate Chinese restaurants today. It's the 20th, by the way. Well, it was the 20th. But anyways, one of them is Asian Star, and I praise that place because, like, it's like trashy food that's just so good. It's weird. But anyways, I love that place. Like, I don't care how dirty it looks and all that, and how crappy. It's just something about it. Just has a little charm to it that it just makes me return there. It's just weird. Anyways, I went there, and I was expecting them to have like a buffet style, but you're not allowed to sit there. So what you do is, like, you get takeout. Usually they have this option where you can have takeout boxes. You fill up your takeout box with food, and then you go to the counter and weigh it, and then you pay by the weight. So that's what I was expecting. But I went in there, and there's 2 sets of doors. You go through the first door, and you go through like a mud room. Then the second door takes you into the main building. Well, anyways, the mud room, like the little lobby area, they have, once you go in that, there's this huge glass plastic wall.
For mud wrestling?
Just out of nowhere. Yeah, yeah. There's this huge plastic wall out of nowhere, and it's like, whoa. And then you see a shit ton of pictures of food everywhere. Like Kodak pictures.
That's beautiful. That's my kind of menu.
On the freaking wall. And then directly in front of you, there's like 3 Chinese guys or whatever. And they come in and they look at you like, hello. I'm just like, oh, hi. And then I go up, and like there's like a bunch of cutouts everywhere, like little slits. Like they incorporated this box, like they cut out a square for this box that slides in between, or it's like, it makes the box, there's a box that looks like it's floating in midair because of the glass panel.
Oh, that's wild.
And then they just open up the little lid and they just put shit under it, and that's how they give you your food and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Just gliding.
But, it was, the one thing they didn't incorporate was like, that there's an actual physical wall in between people, and that, communication would be really tough unless you're shouting.
Yeah, it is really tough.
And it doesn't help that, no offense to them, but, this is broken English, so it's really hard. It's hard anyways to really,
it'd be
get a full
difficult
grasp.
as hell.
So, it sounds like they're whispering, and I'm just like, I'm just pointing at food like I want this, and that, expecting, they'll just give me whatever I want and slap it on a tray and let me go home. but then they just kept pointing at this menu. I'm like, what are they pointing at? And it was like, oh. I was like, oh, well, that sucks. Is that because then they have like a setup menu to where like you get a combo or you get a little platter thing. You can't,
it's like a limited menu.
Yeah, so it's a limited menu. I'm like, shit. That's the whole reason why I came here, so I can experience the whole thing.
Hey, listen, you motherfucker. I came for rice. Alright?
Well, anyways, my favorite part about the whole visit was they made a little slit for the credit card. And what they did was they made a little stand, like they had like the credit card machine on a chair.
Yeah.
Like sitting on a chair. And they duct taped it to the chair. And then they look like they sawed a little slit that's the perfect size of your credit card, and you slip it in.
That's fucking great. Shit, that's better than what McDonald's doing.
I wish y'all could see it. It's just so funny.
Yeah, I wish you were able to get pictures.
Yeah, well, I just like the Kodak pictures everywhere. That's what really was funny.
Yeah, just hanging on a string.
Yeah, well, they're all just like
fried rice or
everywhere. There was at least a good 100 pictures of food in there, even though they have like a limited 20-some menu limited thing. It's like all these pictures of food just for that. It's like whatever.
Yeah, it's so stupid. Fucking McDonald's didn't take the damn bagels away. Pissing me off.
Yeah, that's like the best thing. I hate biscuits. Like fuck.
Yeah, fuck them biscuits. I was up. I waited till 4 in the morning.
Having a biscuit crumble all over you while you're eating it.
Disgusting.
And like nobody wants to get a sticky freaking one of those things like pancake buns.
What, them Mac griddles? It's stupid.
Griddles.
Yeah, how we gonna put... Hey, I got an idea. Let's make a sandwich made out of stupid. Let's put fucking syrup in there. Cause that's what I wanted in my teeth is fucking syrup. Yummy tasty. Delicious. Yeah, I waited till fucking 4 in the morning, and I got there, I was like, well, I order exclusively off the mobile app now, and I was like, where the fuck is the bagels at, bruh? That's all I ever get in the breakfast is the fucking bacon, egg, and cheese bagel.
Yeah, it's the most cleanest option.
Yeah, the bacon, egg, and cheese bagel, man, and I Googled it, and it was like, oh no, they took away the bagels. I was like, bitch, you
I like the English muffins ain't bad. I actually like those. If they make the but if they overcook it, it's just really stale.
Yeah, well, there's no muffins either, so.
Oh, so I went to the other Chinese restaurant. It's the Great Wall in Groveport.
Oh yeah, I remember that place.
I remember that. That's one of my favorite takeout ones to go to. Mainly because I've been going there for years.
Yeah.
A lot of people have their own opinion about their special takeout place to go to because everyone's different. But that's what I usually go to. But anyways, they had the same freaking setup. It's weird, but their setup was a lot more cleaner.
Oh really?
More streamlined. They didn't have a freaking credit card machine taped to a chair with a slit in the
Innovation.
Yeah, and then the way they gave you your food, it was ingenious. They made a wooden box
on a fishing pole.
They split a panel up.
Yeah.
They split a panel up, and they moved the box into you, and then you slide a panel up. And then you grab your food. I thought that was at least pretty ingenious. What really impresses me is it's all handmade. Mm-hmm. So you just look at all of it and you're like, wow, these are creative people.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
You know what? Maybe they aren't bad after all. That's so fucked up. I hate people so much. Shit, I want them to toss it out on a fishing pole.
To other countries.
Yeah.
You know, actually, I wonder how other countries impress or how they stereotype us.
Oh, they think. Well, I know a lot of places think we're like just stupid, which, I mean.
Yeah. Well, they probably think we're stupid and fat.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much.
We get pissed off at little things.
That's the whole consensus.
Can we take a tea time? I gotta fill my gas tank.
Oh yeah.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin motherfucking Jones here, back over there.
Back in the building. I got this advertisement.
To the carriage.
No, this is like a different thing. This was like.
Oh, okay.
This was recent, like really recent. Like the whole Tiger King thing happened. Everybody, that's all they fucking talked about. And then 2 weeks later, yeah. And then after all that, all the corporations and all the business people were like, we need a cool, trendy way to reach to the kids. What are they watching? Oh, they're not. After
the shelf life has already been used up.
Yeah, they're like, tigers. And it's so fucking, I got this advertisement right here. It says, if clients were tigers, good advertising would be a gallon of sardine oil. And then under that, it says, impossible to ignore. And it has 3 fucking down arrow emojis. And literally, the picture on it, it's a fucking tiger. And beside it, it says, your ideal clients. And then there's a picture pointing to sardine oil. And it's like, your offer. You can't resist it. Be the king of... No, this pisses me off. So, it says... the headline, it says, be the tiger emoji king of getting clients with ads. Like, it has a fucking tiger emoji in front of king.
Okay.
Yeah. Be the tiger king of getting clients with ads. Learn more. Pissing me off. So stupid.
But it really sucks as, like, corporations won't act on anything until they realize it's, like, completely, absolutely, like, over-the-top safe to do. Like, they're like, okay, we admit this is a for sure, like, thing that happened. Like let's say you got the knuckles. Everyone knows about you going at knuckles. Honestly, I don't even think corporations even touched that because it was so weird and bizarre.
Yeah, it was probably because it was racist a little bit. Yeah, that ad made me really, really angry. But we're making pretty good time. We can probably cut this here soon, so it's gonna be sweet. I'm hoping that the little clicks and stuff are all right. I think it should be fine. I'm gonna toss it in the editor, see how it sounds.
Hell yeah, bro.
So if it sounds bad, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
Wow, I will
see some of these YouTubers doing collabs with other YouTubers, like
piss me off.
Like Tolarian Academy for like if anybody follows Magic, but the professor on Tolarian Academy, he usually does Pleasant Kenobi on his podcast, and the audio can be kind of like weird sometimes because of the whole situation.
Yeah, well, I think he's probably just a wiener about it, because there's plenty of people doing the right thing.
That's right.
Yeah. But us, we do it the most right way, which is me sitting out in the rain in my pickup truck with you on the phone pointed at a microphone.
I'm in the rain. I'm over here driving in the rain.
Shit, I'm sitting in the rain. I'm in here. So, earlier today, like as I was sitting here recording, a fucking cop comes by, and all the windows are fogged up. I have massive headphones on. I'm sitting in the driver's seat with the phone held up against the microphone. And the microphone is planted above my steering wheel. And he gave me the weirdest fucking look. And he was like, the fuck are you doing?
Shit.
It's like
I mean, right
nothing
now
to see
it's
here,
fucking rush hour
boys.
traffic.
Shit.
Yeah. Beep boop.
Beep boop. Computer go beep boop.
I got at work saying that. I got him going around going beep boop on the iPad.
Beep boop. Beep boop. Oh shoot. Beep boop. Alright, brother. Well, I'll hit you on the flip and or the dip. Yep.
Probably the dip.
Yeah. Yeah, with the way the market's going. Yep.
Yeah.
There's a snake in my
All right,
boot.
brother.
How big is it?
Shit.
Yep.
Yep. Classic.
I don't know why that was so funny to me.
Because it's probably a scenario probably happened that like that.
There's a snake in my boot. How big is it? Yup.
Sounds aggressive.
Yeah, we need to. Alright, we should do another one of these soon. It's a good time. Well, yeah, brother. I'll hit you on the dip there, and
Yeehaw, brother. I feel it.
yeehaw. All right. Good night, Columbus, Ohio.
Good night.
All right. Bye.